Cheers. Thank God it's Friday. Friends and family, everyone watching, all you guys out there. What's up, Nakama? How's it going? I got some apple juice in a cup right now for this chapter. People said I needed the suit. I don't have a suit to wear today, but I got this. So I hope that's fancy enough for you. We getting all dressed up. What's up? What's up, guys? How you all doing? How's everyone doing? Real quick, let's get the stream off to a good start. We gotta hold some people accountable today. I'm not gonna go through all the names this time, but what I'm gonna do is, you guys know who you are. If your name is on our accountability list, bing bang boom. Give me some good news, guys. Give me some good news in the chat. Tell me something you accomplished this last week. Tell me something you did that made you satisfied or proud, or one step closer to your personal goals. Hit me. Give me some good news in the chat, everyone. I wanna catch up. Anthony's crew, thank you for the $5, bro. He said, "Yo, hit it. Next week, Gopal makes his intro. Are you pumped?" I hope so. I fucking hope so, man. Oh wait, you talking about in the anime? Oh no way! I didn't even notice that. He's in the anime next week? Oh shit. I should have delayed my Akainu video a little bit. I would have had clips of Green Bull to use. Yo, Johan Bachman, thank you so much for the 20, what are those? Are those, what is DKK? Help me out. I appreciate the donation, thank you. Memphis 21, thank you for the member message, my friend. He said, "What's good, gamers? Best time of the week, Hidden Gang?" Yes, sir. I was excited for today, man. I knew this chapter was going to be crazy once Dak told me that. I saw Dak in the chat. What's up, bro? He was hyping me up. He was telling me this chapter is going to be wild. So I am ready. I've been trying to avoid any and all spoilers. Gmail user asks, bro, what do you do besides One Piece? I like to read. I used to be a finance guy. I used to also bartend in real life, but I quit that job. Now I'm just doing YouTube full time. And yeah, I play a lot of video games. I have a very high video game power level, I would say. I can say that with confidence. More than a lot of people out there. Not something I always wear with pride, because that means I have a lot of hours in games that could have been used developing some other skills, but, you know, whatever. Alexander said, "I started training, just squats and push-ups, but doing well." I love that. I love that. That's great to hear, man. What else? Anyone else got some good news, some progress news? Anton says, "Got a paycheck today. I don't know if I'm on the list, though. Not really materialistic, just a good thing from today." Hey, man, I love to hear that, too. Well, congrats on the payday. It's always a good feeling, man. Bro, One Piece over finance all day. Yeah, I fucking agree with that. I agree with that. It's a very, very dry thing to be doing for work all the time. Scuba7 asks, do you still box? Oh yeah, I should have said that too. I do box, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I do for fun. I went a few times this week, actually. I've been ramping up my training again, which feels good. Yeah, I'm moving faster, I'm hitting harder. I think my punches are coming out a lot harder than they ever have before. Like, I really feel the snap on the bag when I hit the bag now. Especially with my left. My left used to be, I mean, that's the case for a lot of people when they start boxing. But usually their non-dominant hand is going to be, or the lead hand typically in orthodox style, is going to be the one that's weaker, not as, you know, the punches don't land as strong. Your backhand, in my case, the right, is the heavy one, right? So I've been working pretty hard on getting my left hand up to snuff, you know, making my jab snap hard. My left hooks and uppercuts are improving a lot, so I really feel the difference now. When I started, I really didn't hear much of a sound on the bag when I'd hook it with my left hand. I'd hear like a little bit of a thud, but now I just hear like a crack. It's almost like a gunshot goes off every time I hit it. So, you know, the difference is noticeable, so I've been making some progress there. It feels great. Let's see. Killer Comedy said, I platinum Marvel Spider-Man last night during Kev's stream in preparation for Spider-Man 2. That's beautiful. I'm actually excited for that. That game's coming out like in a week, right? Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. It seems like a fun game. I really like the movement in the first game. I didn't care too much for the story, but excuse me, the gameplay was great. CRW said, I'm working on my book at the moment. It's been going great, but I really want to keep up the progress. That is so sick. I would love to work on a book someday, so I respect that big time. It's been going great. I mean, that's all you can really ask for, bro. That's really, you know, keep up the progress at your own pace. The most important thing is that you don't burn yourself out. It's very easy to go gung-ho and do a shit ton of work on something for like a week, and then after that, you've done so much that you've just exhausted your enthusiasm for the whole project, and then it's easy to like let go or go on hiatus and drop it. You know, I'm speaking from experience myself, and I think one of the most important things in like doing a long project or getting something actually done that you have like a big vision for is pacing yourself. You know, don't burn yourself out early. You have to hold that passion you have from the start throughout. So, you know, as long as you keep it going, that's good. That's just good news. Johan Bachman, welcome to the crew. Welcome to the crew. Thank you for signing up for Hidden VIP, man. Dilcor said, or asked, Hidden, you got that Dempsey roll mastered yet? Yeah, I'm pretty, my rolls kind of suck, to be honest. I need to be faster. I need to hit faster off the roll. I mean, the Dempsey roll is not that hard to do. It's just hard to actually apply, really. You know, I think that's one of the most important things in boxing is your footwork, your foundation, and I gotta work on that. My footwork's kind of sloppy, so that's how you do good rolls anyway, and slips, without losing your balance. I said, also, I'm starting a film adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein soon. Just gotta reread the book and write that script before filming. That's sick. That's awesome. Are you going to do, how much of it are you actually going to do? Are you going to do the, just the script writing? Are you going to screenwrite it? Are you going to also be involved in filming? How indie is this? How much of a group do you have to put that together? That sounds interesting, man. Frankenstein, I feel like hasn't had a proper adaptation in cinema, at least apart from the original black and white. Like nothing modern or nothing like, I don't know, more artsy or you know, I don't know. The original, the Frankenstein movies, I feel like don't capture the spirit of the books well. I feel like maybe I'm wrong on that, but they're more of like scary horror movies than they are a tragic story, which is what the actual Frankenstein book is about. Hidden, love this segment, man. Thanks for taking the time to check up on peeps and lay back. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, bro. That's what I'm here for. It's fun for me too. I like to hear what's going on with you guys. You know, sometimes you're cooped up in a room all day doing like One Piece stuff or being on the internet, and then you kind of feel like, I don't know, I'm working from home all the time, right? So I'm in here all the time. So I'm like, it's isolating, you know? So it's cool to just like get in touch with the outside world, hear what's going on outside of my little bubble. I do enjoy that. Dempsey roll is all on the knees. You got to be hitting the squats like mad. I know. I hate squats though, man. My coach has been kicking my ass with squats lately. He's been putting this ladder on the floor, like the rope ladder, and I got to do squats and then full stand, squat, full stand. And I got to do that all the way down the ladder and all the way back. And I got to do that like 3 times in a row, which if you're doing true squats all the way, that fucking kills, dude. That kills. We got 127 people in here. I don't want to keep everyone waiting. I do want to get into this chapter. We only have 48 likes though. Can we get the likes up, guys? I would appreciate that very, very greatly. Please like the stream. It helps me out a lot. Let's get those likes up, and then we'll get the chapter rolling. Black Man Who Laughs asked, couldn't wait on your reaction. I don't know why I thought you were official only. I'm just anti shit scans, really, and that translated to OP scans for a while. I don't even know what's been going on with OP scans. I don't think I've heard from their chapters in a minute or whatever. It's been TCB's been pretty quick lately. But I like TCB for the most part. And there's times where I think their translation's better than the Viz, and then vice versa. There's times I think their translation's pretty bad and the Viz is better. But what I do is I just read both. Usually, I read the TCB on stream with you guys, and then when the Viz comes out on Sunday, I give it like a private reread. You know, just see maybe how some of the wording changed or what happened there. Young Usopp, thank you for the $2 donation. He said, like the stream. Please do. Thank you. I see a lot of people did, so thank you guys for doing that. You are my sons. Dilcor says, Hidden, there's a new scan group called Ragnarok. They're even worse. No fucking way. Really? What, are they using Comic Sans the whole time? How bad are they? I'd love to see that. I'm gonna check that out sometime. Out of curiosity. Mark Heron said, first time catching a stream. Hope you enjoy the chapter. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the stream. Hidden, no spoilers, but you're going to love this chapter as a gamer. Oh shit, really? Are the gamer related themes in Egghead? Because I know that they had like some references. There was like a Mario question mark block somewhere on Egghead. I know that they had like subtle video game references in there, so I'm wondering if that's what you mean. That's good. That's cool. I have not gotten spoiled on this chapter. Riz fruit. Nothing yet, really. I guess I do have to say I did get spoiled on Saturn being a major part of the chapter because he's in like all the thumbnails or whatever. But I don't know what that means. I kind of assumed Saturn would be doing something anyway since he's where the last chapter left off on. Jeez. Everyone's saying the chapter's gonna cook. Yeah, Tyante says the chapter's gonna hype me the fuck up. That's great. All right, well, let's get into it. Real quick, let me just grab. I have like a small pillow I want to use just for my back. My lower back's kind of sore. So let me see if I can just grab this pillow real quick, and then we can get started. 1 second. All right. Thank you for the members message deck. Can we please get this stream to 100 likes already? I agree with this man. I agree. Let's do it. All right, here we go. 1094. I am now no longer looking at the chat. Oh man, this color spread is sick. 103 senses. Soaring Jigoku Dragon. Hold on, I just gotta take this in for a second. This is insane. The Ryuma next to Zoro here. Ah, that's beautiful. I wish, part of me wishes this was like the OG Ryuma. I know Oda, you know, obviously is referencing Thriller Bark, but part of me really wishes this was like not Zombie Ryuma, and it was, you know, the original one next to Zoro here. That would be so perfect. But this is awesome. This is a really good color spread. All right. Chapter 1094, Saint J. Garcia Saturn of the Five Elders, the Defense Science Warrior God. Your new mission is to eradicate every last Marine on the island. Will the new order work? Okay. Vegapunk, yep. An order from Vegapunk, this is bad. Yeah, I mean, they kind of went on Vegapunk's island to attack it. So, you know, would you expect Vegapunk just to be like, no, just let them attack us. Let the pacifistas, you know, attack us instead of you. Of course not. Dummies. Okay, here they go. Get away from the pacifista. Love the shading. Does this mean Vegapunk has left the dome? Over there. Atlas, quick. We have to find Bonnie. Bonnie! How the heck are you meant to drive straight down? Won't we just end up falling? The Vega tires on either side of us are made of the same kind of sky cloud as the road. Oh, that's insane. It has a peculiar property which makes it stick to itself. We won't be falling anywhere. That's crazy. What? How does that even make sense? That's so cool, though. It's a car that's driving on clouds that it's, like, creating. Or, like, in the air. Found her. For real, Sanji? When has my lady radar ever been wrong? That radar doesn't sound very scientific, but I'll leave some faith in you. Appreciate it, but this tank is too slow for my burning heart. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, that puts to rest, what was it, in Sawyer's video, how he was talking about, we watched that on the last theory review, Sawyer's video where he talked about how Sanji might actually be Katarina Devon in disguise, but that's definitely not Katarina because he's zipping around right now. Where did that scamp get to? Good, it sounds like the Pacifista are back on our side. Uh-oh. There she is. NDE. Short for near-death experience. Interesting. I gotta say, Oda, if you're doing this, Bonnie, Bonnie Kid thing, these panels are a little wild. Like, come on. Hey, what's gotten into you guys? I saw the river Styx. Wait. Wait, what the fuck is happening here? That's crazy. Did he just turn into a skeleton for like half a second and experience death? Japanese uses Buddhist equivalent, the Sanzu River. The river Styx. Okay. Yeah, I saw the river Styx. Stop right there, Bonnie. I won't let you pass. But how is... What? Who's this? Navy HQ Vice Admiral Bluegrass. Don't panic, dearie. It's only this one unit that hasn't been affected by new orders. I made it my personal ride. I'm a driver woman who can hijack anything thanks to the ride fruit. Wait, what? That's a crazy power, actually. I take it offing you will lift the age curse on my Ickle subordinates. Okay, so this is not... Yeah. Is this person actually that old? Daddy. Give them back their lost years. Bonnie-chan, you can't let yourself freeze up like that. Blackleg? They told me about Kuma being your dad. I get it, but you've got to keep a cool head. Who's this guy? Whack an otter? Okay, so I'm assuming this guy has an otter zone? Interesting. It was this guy, right? I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's an otter zone. That's weird. Okay, cool. Weird devil fruits getting introduced this chapter. Bonnie, Sanji-kun, hop in. Vegapunk, let's head back. The pacifists are already on our side again. We don't have any business left down here. Oh, here we go. I love this. Luffy's arms stretching around right now. I'm afraid I've got a job to do and I can't finish it if we keep playing around. That's the idea. I'm doing my job. Word. Well, this is a problem. Hey, get back here. Yeah, he just told him to play. He's like, I'm trying to stall you. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna leave. Hmm? What the? What is this ominous presence? Uh-oh. Garcia? We got Saturn coming up? Hurry, don't tell me. Pacifista units, cease all action immediately. Oh, fuck. Are we gonna see his power this chapter? Are we gonna see what the Gorosei are made of today? Of all days on this evening? October the 6th? A lovely Friday afternoon, we're gonna find out about the Gorosei. How strange, the Pacifista aren't trying to protect us anymore. Hey, did you forget your orders? But the only people with higher authority clearance than us are the 5 elders. What the fuck is this? Is that a pentagram? A magic circle? What is going on right now? Are we going biblical with this? Was I right about the fucking... Oh, man. Are devil fruits like an actually biblical related thing? Like, we got a straight up pentagram in One Piece. This is most peculiar. We must hurry. Something is coming. All Marines on the island, be advised. Saint Saturn of the 5 Elders is about to make landfall on Egghead. Huh? One of the 5 Elders is here? Oh my goodness. Any Marine below the rank of Commodore is hereby ordered to avert their gaze? Transgressors will not be forgiven. What was that explosion? That announcement mentioned the 5 elders? One of them actually came all the way here? 5 elders? They're the most powerful authority figures in the world. What? It doesn't matter. We're getting out of here. Hang on. What is going on? That circle, something's coming out of it. What the hell is that? Is he some kind of monster? Quiet, we're not meant to see. He might just... What the f... What is this? What? What is this? What is he? What am I looking at? I almost can't remember the last time I came to the surface. What the fuck is this? He's an actual god. What? What the fuck is this guy, man? What? Oh, shit. This is a chapter. This is a chapter. Okay. Hold on. I gotta get a refill. What the fuck is this shit? Ain't no way. Hold on. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, it's time. Yokai, Ushioni. Makes sense. They're literal Oni then. What is that thing? Up top, look out. He's going for the clouds. Oopsie, almost had you there. You know, Kizaru is not reacting to this at all, by the looks of it. The admirals know? They know about this? Muke muke! Jeez, you haven't reached your limit for that form yet? We're counting on you, Luffy. Leave it to me. But Gum Gum. White Star Gun? Oh, man. Because the cartoon star. I get it. Oh, this is such an insane panel, actually. I just want to say, I know this doesn't matter to anyone else out there, but like, for me, it's almost a cathartic moment to see Luffy like this, because back in the day when I first got into One Piece, I, like probably a lot of other people out there, like, you know, daydreamed about their own shonen manga, how they would make their own shonen manga. And this is before Gear 5th ever happened. But back in the day, I had always imagined like a protag whose power was like based off of like constellations and stars, and they would be able to like it's a whole thing. But like the point is, their form, I had a form for them that they would go into like white dwarf mode, like the star, and they would become white and they would glow white. They'd have white fucking hair and all that shit. And their moves would be named after like stars and stuff like that. And this is before Gear 5th happened. So then when Gear 5th came out and like it was eventually revealed Luffy was all white and he's the sun god, and now he has a move that's called White Star Gun. It's almost like I don't even have to make that story anymore. Oda's just doing it for me. Like, I'm just getting what like the shit that I wanted to happen for like a shonen protag in my head. I mean, obviously it's not the exact same thing, but like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like the general imagery and theming of it is happening now with Gear 5 Luffy. And it's like, I feel like, I feel satisfied with it. I'm like, I don't even care if my idea never gets to see the light of day, because Oda's cooking with this. Like, he's basically doing it for me. So I'm just happy to see this. I fucking love Gear 5, man. Can I just say that? I fucking love Gear 5. I know I've defended it. I've talked all about it a bunch of times. I say this a lot, but I really do love this. It's the best power-up I've ever seen. It's such a cool fucking power-up, man. I love it. Kizaru's not having a good time here. This isn't good. Now I'm really at my limit. He's turning into an old man again. Luffy-kun. Nika. Dude, this form is insane. Damn. Are you okay, Vegapunk? Atlas Chan, you're not hurt, right? I'm fine. Saint Saturn, I assume. In the flesh. I see you have managed to cling on to life, Vegapunk. I've given the order, Vegapunk. Bonnie-chan. Erase his individuality completely. Make sure no trace of him remains. But if we do that, Kuma... No way. Saint Saturn. No way! Bonnie went for the kill blow on a Gorosei, man. Are you serious? The egghead incident begins. The egghead... We just saw she drew blood of a fucking Gorosei. What the fuck? This chapter escalated like crazy, man. What? Oh, man. Oh, the story's moving too fast, bros. The story's zipping. The story's zipping. We got a character actually drawing blood of a Gorosei right now. Bonnie's crazy for that. This panel is so sick. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Oda, you did it. You did it. Another banger chapter. Shit, man. Well, that tells us something about the Gorosei and Kuma's relations. They definitely wanted to make sure that Kuma was out of the picture. And that doesn't seem to have worked, based on what we saw with Akainu. Okay. Alright. That might be one of the craziest introductions I've fucking seen for a villain. Okay, can we talk about the this? To me, this seems like this is not related to Devil Fruit powers. This entrance with the devil circle here, the magic circle, to me that screams not Devil Fruit, right? Because if he just walked in and transformed into this, that'd be one thing. This man teleported in with a magic pentagram circle. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. The 5 5s in the magic circle, crazy stuff. Yeah, dude. Actually crazy. And you know what? This has kind of been set up too. Because we saw a pentagram, like we saw a cult in the time skip with Brook try to like revive the devil through like a similar circle, right? Like, wasn't that the same shit that they did in Brook's time skip? Help me out here. This is not the first time we've seen this in the story. That's what's crazy about this, is that this is not just like an ass pull, like random thing that's just getting introduced into One Piece now. That changes a lot, man. Okay, so then magic is probably magic is probably a big factor in the background of how the One Piece world was formed. Okay. All right, let me just answer these 2 super chats. Moog, thank you for the £2. He said peep the Discord. Okay, I will in a second. Is it Shattered Glass? Thank you for the 20,000. I believe those are rupees. Oda brought in magic now. Dude, if that's what it is, I mean, if we're explaining devil fruits with magic, that changes a lot of things. I had always assumed, I mean, obviously, I put magic in the formula there. In the original devil fruit theory, I theorized that the ancient kingdom and the people back then were able to utilize somehow the power of light, or Joy Boy or Nika was able to utilize the power of light to move spirits around into various trees, and that's how the devil fruits were created. The same way that the people of Shandor used the bell to guide their souls into the tree, their sacred trees. Maybe light or some sort of sunlight was used to guide souls into the great, the Eve tree, the sunlight tree Eve, which I theorize is where devil fruits are grown. And then the second theory, I changed it up and I said that maybe it was music that was used to harness the power of souls, and that the ancient Lunarians and the people of that era utilized soul, manipulation, music and stuff to do so. But the point is that they utilize magic forces to create devil fruits, essentially. Kind of a mix of magic and science in a way. So to me, this feels in line with like the themes we've had already laid out for like a lot of ancient related stuff. It seems almost magical to a degree, but it's clear they were technologically advanced. So it's like a weird blend of magic and science. We have the Gorosei here who are just straight like this. One of the Gorosei is just straight up using magic right here, as apparently. So where we have now in Egghead, we have the combination, a very clear combination of magic and science happening at the same time. We have Vegapunk science and the Gorosei's magic combined in one arc here. So considering this place is supposed to utilize a lot of the technology from the ancient kingdom, to me it makes sense that showing off the Gorosei's power, showing that the element of magic is a real thing in One Piece, makes sense here, because this is supposed to, in a way, be a recreation of a city from the ancient kingdom, because all the technology that Vegapunk's using here is technology from the ancient kingdom's ruins. So we have a depiction of the future, technically the past, mixed with the magic elements of the Gorosei, who we can only assume are as old as the ancient kingdom, right? Like these guys are not. This guy was not someone that was born in the last 100 years. No shot in hell. This guy has to be fucking 900 years old, minimum. Like, this is insane shit. This is not typical. So, we're getting this weird blend of hyper-futuristic science and magic. Now, Moog wanted me to check the Discord. I see the image you wanted me to check out here. Hold on. There we go. Let me just quickly change the display so you guys can see it better. Okay. All right, so this is a comparison to the potential yokai they are all based on, I guess. So here we have the Ushioni, which is very clearly Saturn. Makes sense. Hanzaki? I don't even know about this one. Kurobozu. Black Monk. I guess that fits, right? That's kind of like a monk looking guy, right? Yo, yeah, you're right. These might be legit. This might be, yeah. Honestly, this is what we needed, right? We needed to confirm what one of the Gorosei were, then the rest of them should fall into the same theme. Presumably. So they're all yokai. They're all like evil demon monsters. Yao Bikuni. So how does that connect to Imu? Let's check it out. Yao Bikuni is the name of a legendary nun who lived for 800 years but retained the youthful appearance of a young woman throughout her whole life. Her perpetual youth and beauty were attained by accidentally eating the flesh of a ningyo, which is said to grant eternal life. Yao Bikuni's story is found over and over again in almost every region of Japan. Some details of her story vary from place to place, but the main points remain the same. A girl unknowingly eats something from the undersea world, which causes her to live for a very long time. And by the way, Ningyo would be Fishman, right? Right? So she becomes a nun and travels around Japan. In many versions, the girl is a daughter of a poor fisherman, while in some she is the daughter of a local noble, or even the daughter of legendary Onmyoji Ashia Doman. I don't know who that is. In some versions of the story, she becomes immortal by eating the flesh of a ningyo. In other versions, it is a magical abalone or some other special food from Ryugu. Wait, what? How did no... And the fucking name! The name is 800 Years Nun! 800 years is a very specific number! 800 Year Nun? She became immortal? She was remained youthful and beautiful her whole life by eating the fucking flesh of a fishman? Are you kidding me? How did no one spot this? Wait, what? How did no one catch this before today? Bro! Is that why the fishmen are oppressed? Because they're needed to keep Imu immortal? Is that what it is? Is it like, are the fishmen the key to Imu's immortality? Is that what's fucking going on here, bro? No way! In some there are official records of an 800-year-old nun visiting Kyoto in 1449. In most tales, she finally ends up in Wakasa, southern Fukui prefecture. It is possible that that is where her story originated, a small cave located on the grounds of Kuinji, a Zen Buddhist temple in Obama, Fukui, is said to be her final resting place. I was gonna make like a joke about Obama, but I can't really think of a good one to just say off rip there. I was gonna be like, Imu's Obama? Whatever. Legends. Long ago, a fisherman discovered a strange creature when he pulled up his nets. It was the largest fish he had ever caught in all his years of fishing, and it had a human face. Sound like the Sea Kings at all, bro? It's like the Sea Kings, the Fishmen, he told everyone he knew about the fabulous and strange fish he caught and inviting them to dinner to taste it. During the meal, one of his guests snuck off into the kitchen to sneak a peek at this fish, which everyone had heard so much about. The guest recognized that it wasn't a fish, but a ningyo. It was well known that ningyo flesh bestowed eternal life and youth on whoever ate it. He quietly warned the others what it was. Despite the promise of eternal life, the guests felt strange about eating the flesh of a yokai, so they only pretended to eat the meat, secretly wrapping it up and hiding it in their sleeves to discard on the way home. One of the guests, however, had gotten drunk and forgot to throw away his meat. At home, he absentmindedly gave the leftovers to his teenage daughter. The next morning, he remembered what he had done and was filled with dread. He was sure that his daughter would be poisoned or cursed for eating yokai meat. Days passed, but she showed no signs of distress. As she appeared alright, the man never bothered to say anything about the ningyo to his daughter. Soon, the matter was forgotten entirely. Many years passed, but the young girl never seemed to age a day. She got married. Her father grew old and died. Eventually, so did her husband. But no matter how many years passed, the girl remained as youthful and beautiful as she did in her teens. Everyone she cared for grew old and died while she never aged. She became sad and lonely, and eventually, she joined a temple and became a nun. She left her hometown to travel the country, planting trees and helping people wherever she went. After hundreds of years, Yao Bikuni grew weary of the world. She retired in Wakasa province and took up residence in a cave. There she prayed night and day to be free of her curse. She never moved from the cave, and eventually she sat for so long. She sat for so long that she turned into stone. She turned into stone. It is said that in one of the caves around Wakasa there stands a stone that looks just like a beautiful young woman. Wait, man. Johan, thank you for the 50 DKK. I know it's a big ask, but I would love if you could check out a theory I posted on Discord. I brought my laptop out to the city to watch and ask. Man, I feel bad for saying no, but I do want to stick on the contents of the chapter and talking about the chapter today. If you want to submit that during a theory or review stream, that would be way more like fitting, and then we could do it there. But I do want to continue on the trail of this, because this is pretty interesting stuff. But thank you for the donation. I'm sorry that you have your laptop out. Damn, I feel bad, man. But I just don't want to derail the stream into a theory review, you know. I'd rather save that for the stream where we're actually going over theories and talking about theories. Shattered Glass, thank you for the 20,000 rupees again. So Emu ate Poseidon and gained immortality. I don't know, right? Maybe. What happened to Poseidon? We all have to wonder, right? We kind of have a clue of what happened to Lily because she went missing, but we don't really know about Poseidon. That story is not really complete right now. We know that Joy Boy apologized in a letter to Poseidon on the Poneglyph. We know that Poseidon obviously had to be reborn later as Shirahoshi, but what happened to the original? We never really heard. We never heard how that story truly ended. Did Poseidon just die fighting a battle? Did they just die of old age? Like, what exactly happened to Poseidon? If that's connected to this, I love this. I love this. This is insane. That is crazy. Oh man. Johan said that's fair. Like I said, a big ask. I wanted to catch the stream anyways. I appreciate you greatly, my friend. I'm sorry. I just I'm a rambler, and then if we go off track onto something else, especially after I've had a few drinks, I'm gonna be stuck on that thing forever. And I know that everyone's here to see me talk about the chapter today, but like I said, when we do theory review, we're always gonna be doing theory review whenever we have breaks. Please remind me again, submit the theory again. I promise you I'll give it a look. Seriously. Just when we have one of those streams, it'll be way more better. Usually in the theory review streams, they go for like 3 to 4 hours anyway, so I don't mind just like spending time just going into something. But you know how it is. You got it. So we need that Emu backstory ASAP. Sheesh, man. I want it. That apple juice got a kick, huh? Yeah, it does, Delcor. I don't know why. Something about this apple juice. Something about it just hits. You know, hits different. This could be apple juice from the devil fruit tree. Who knows? I wonder what power I'm gonna get. Let's find out.
Nice.
When's the next doom scrolling stream? Oh man, you know I got hit last time I did the doom scrolling on YouTube. I got hit with copyright. Not a strike, but I got hit with a claim. So I wasn't able to monetize the VOD. They claimed all the monetization on the VOD. One Piece got me hype again. I agree, Mizo. One Piece got me hyped up. One Piece got me so hyped right now. Say Otter. Reminds me of Marco saying the top of the Red Line used to be the home of the gods in the distant past, and how Roger also wanted to flip the world back on its head. I like that. I like that, Otter. Can we think about this for a second? For anyone that didn't immediately just put it together, real quick, that's a cool idea. Because if the real gods of the One Piece world were the fishmen, and the fishmen were pushed beneath the Red Line, and the fate gods are on top of the Red Line now, then Roger saying we're gonna flip the world back on its head is also very literal, aside from being metaphorical. Very literal. Fishmen and Celestial Dragon should be swapped. We should push these fuckers to the bottom of the sea. This guy, throw him in the fucking Marinara Trench, okay? I know it's the Mariana Trench, okay? Before you correct me. Yeah, throw his ass in the Marinara. Get his ass out of here. This guy? Yeah, fuck this guy. You're saying Jay Garcia Saturn? Daniel C, thank you for the $5. Have you heard about a yokai called Umibozu? I think it would be perfect for Emu. I have. Yeah, the Umibozu is the giant, the sea monk, right? The giant shadow in the sea that it's a massive giant that sits in the ocean. It looks like the guys at the end of Thriller Bark, the ones with the big shadows that were looming over in the Florian Triangle. I think that would fit more for Emu. As a matter of fact, if you look at my Emu video, if you go back to my Emu video and check out the thumbnail, Emu in that thumbnail is partially supposed to be a reference to the Umibozu like imagery and the Florian Triangle shadows. It was like a double meaning, because it was like a reference to those Umibozu and also a reference to the music of Mary, with Mary basically floating over the entire sky, watching everyone constantly. So it was like a kind of mixed thing, but I definitely agree. The symbolism is there for sure. Vid, thank you for the $5. Does the nun turning to stone have to do with Boa's fruit, maybe? Exactly what I was thinking. Could that be Blackbeard knew of this somehow? Could be that Blackbeard knew of this somehow. Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that the stone fruit, that Boa's fruit, that is definitely relevant to the history of the Void Century. Everything that happened back then, you know, obviously it's not the central thing, central power or whatever. I'd have to probably give that award to Nika, but I would say that probably played a big part in the backstory of the Ancient Kingdom to some degree. So, makes sense to me. I mean, think about it this way. If Boa's fruit is ultra important to the story and the history of the story, doesn't it kind of make sense that it comes full circle and that the guy with the Joy Boy devil fruit is like the single biggest love interest? Like, she's romantically just like head over heels for Joy Boy, the person who has the same fruit. Like, if Boa's fruit and Luffy's fruit were super important to the Void Century, that's an easy ship to me. Those two are perfect for each other there in the modern timeline. It's, you know, it's a full circle thing there. Oda does that a lot. It's like a common theme in his writing, to just like bring the old history back in a new form. So hell is heaven and flip. Yes, bearded Motu. Yes, exactly. Hell and heaven are visually, Mary Joie is supposed to have a heavenly appearance, but it's truly a hell. It's an awful place. Probably the single worst place in the One Piece world. If you aren't a Celestial Dragon, the worst place for you to be on the planet is probably Mary Joie. Think of a better one. I can't think of one. Right? At least in the worst kingdoms elsewhere, chances are you die. Or, I mean, I guess the runner-up is Dressrosa, right? Where you work as a slave puppet forever. But even then, Dressrosa has only been in that awful state for like the past 20 years or whatever. Mary Joie has been Mary Joie, and the way it is with slaves and all that, the whole shebang. Mary Joie has been that way for the last like 800 years. It is like the single darkest, most awful place on the entire blue planet of One Piece. And it's like the most heavenly looking one. It's like it's like the people that are on the right end of the stick there have the best lives ever. In terms of like ease and comfort, and they don't have to worry about danger ever, I guess, until now. But for the last 800 years, they've been living the most cushy lives imaginable. And then contrast that with the people that are directly giving them, that are providing them with their cushy lives. The slave labor that they use to make their lives easy. On the other end of that spectrum, you have the absolute worst living conditions in One Piece. The worst situation ever. It is truly hell in Mary Geoise. And then when you go to Ryugu Kingdom, I would say that's much more heavenly. All the beautiful mermaids with large busts and pretty faces. I'm sorry. All right. All the beautiful mermaids and the wonderful food probably, and great high fashion thanks to Papagu, and the beautiful water and coral trees and buildings and palaces and and they even and you know what? When there's a racist in Fishman Island, they take care of him. They kick his ass. Hody's gone. Look at my fucking hair. Hody's out of the picture. No racism in Fishman Island. Everyone's chilling. That's heaven to me. I'm going gear 5th right now. You see this shit? Hold on. Let's think about this. Sorry. DTG 9K asks, you know how unnatural the red line looks with Mary Geoise on top of it? I've been saying this ever since the green line video. I believe in the same thing. I agree with you. The red line's not natural looking. Something's wrong, bro. Something's wrong. Hold on. I have to get the Nolan fade here. Let me get the Nolan fade. Hold on. Yeah, think about this. Just like the fact that it's just a giant slab of continent and we haven't seen anything besides Mary Geoise on that giant piece of land. Isn't that crazy? That the red line is the single largest land mass in the entire world of One Piece. There's no larger piece of land in the whole story. And we know nothing about the red line other than Mary Geoise. Pop! Boom! Right on top of it. But there's a whole ring. What's on the rest of it? Right? Like, think about that. If that's not artificial, I don't know what is, because Oda's not showing it to us. It looks like a whole lot of dead land. I'm ready for the green line thing to be real, because that shit must have been lush, full of life. It must have been popping up there. How is it doing that? How the fuck is that happening right now? Is gravity like not working right now? What's going on up here? Anyway. I missed a couple super chats. Thank you, D. LaJoy Boy. I will get back to that. Baby Pluton, welcome to the crew. Welcome to the crew, Baby Pluton. I appreciate that. Playboy Johnny Carter, thank you for the $27. What if or $28? What if Emu controls the sea with his devil fruit and you could put the curse of can't swim to them, so you could curse the fishmen and make them not want it? Oh, so you're saying maybe the entire point of devil fruits having a weakness is to nerf fishmen? That's a crazy idea. That's... I can't fucking take myself seriously with this. I'm gonna leave it up. That's a crazy idea. Because think about this. Fishmen are already strong enough as is. Fishmen are crazy strong. They have the ability to swim the ocean. The world of One Piece is a massive ocean. So they are the least affected by the state of the world. They're the least affected. Everyone else has to fear the water. Everyone else needs boats, so on and so forth. Fishmen can swim everywhere. The fishmen are overpowered in the One Piece world. So if you give them devil fruits, that also changes a lot, right? Because if fishmen not only have the ability to like master the ocean, excuse me, if they have not only the ability to I get the drunken burps. I apologize. I know it's gross, but you know, it just happens. The fishmen have the ability to conquer the oceans naturally by their genetic predisposition. But if you stack devil fruit abilities on top of that, they would, without a doubt, dominate the whole planet. Right? Think about that. Fishmen would dominate everyone if they were able to use devil fruits consequence-free. That's a really cool idea. Maybe Imu made devil fruits have the curse. If Imu is responsible at all for the creation. Maybe Imu made them have the curse for the purpose of nerfing fishmen specifically, especially because they're the key to her immortality. And on top of that, I mean, we have the story that we were just reading. Well, so what was the other super chat I missed? Dila Joyboy, thank you for the $5. I missed that super chat. You reminded me. I missed your super chat, bro. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I missed it. Damn, got here late as fuck. Hope you enjoyed the chapter, Hidden. I don't know if you've gone back and looked at chapter 233, Gorosei first introduction. Let's do that together, shall we? 233. The world's greatest power. All right. What? Red-haired Shanks? Yes, strange movements are afoot. He hasn't made any move himself. Yes, he has sent out envoys, but any contact between Whitebeard and Shanks could be catastrophic. That's true. Shanks could do a lot of damage, but I don't think his ambitions include world conquest. We should assess the situation before making any hasty moves. I never really thought about how they talk about Shanks here openly. Considering that Shanks met with the Gorosei, their assumptions of him are interesting here. His ambitions, I don't think his ambitions include world conquest. Right? So they already have some sort of opinion about Shanks where they're like, okay, this guy's not threatening our power. Shanks is not going to threaten our system right now. We should assess the situation before making any hasty moves. Never mind that. Right now, we need to find a new warlord of the sea to replace Crocodile. We mustn't overlook anything. The destruction of the three great powers would reverberate throughout the world. They must be protected. It's incredible to me that my hair is still up right now. I actually don't have the words for this. I don't know if I'm just smacked or what. How the fuck is this happening? I think I genuinely have powers. I might actually have hockey. Do you guys... Kumadori was able to control his hair back in Water 7. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's possible in real life? You think I'm just doing this by sheer force of will right now? I might be. Might be unconscious. I might be stronger than I realize. I don't know my own strength sometimes. Yes, the 7 warlords of the sea have been summoned, but we don't know how many will come. They're pirates after all. What a nuisance Crocodile made of himself. But we can't afford to ignore the one who toppled him, this Monkey D. Luffy fellow. Is there something I'm supposed to be, like, is there some crazy detail I'm missing here? I mean, this is a cool introduction. It's interesting that they mentioned Shanks right off rip here. Sword Egg, thank you for the $2. Ancient Kingdom's name was Marijoa. I disagree. That's a fine theory. I disagree. To me, it would make no sense whatsoever for the Gorosei to want the name of the ancient kingdom to be hidden if it's the same name of the current kingdom, right? Because if the ancient kingdom's name was Marijoa, wouldn't it legitimize their rule? Wouldn't it legitimize their claim to power? Because they're like, okay, this is Marijoa. We rule over Marijoa. The ancient kingdom's name was Marijoa. There you go. I get that it's like the ancient kingdom fought against an enemy force and the enemy force has adapted their name or whatever. I just don't think that would be something they'd want to hide. You know, I think if the name of the kingdom was still Marijoa 900 years ago, they'd have no reason to really hide it. They would just say, all they would do is just change the history to say, hey, Marijoa used to be ruled by a bunch of demons and we conquered them and we made the kingdom its rightful place, you know, whatever. We made it what it is today. If it weren't for us, Marijoa would be crumbled and it would be hell, it would be a hellscape, and there would be no order in the world. They could just use that as their excuse. So for me, it doesn't make sense that it would be the same exact name as the kingdom today that's on the top of the red line. It has to be something else. It has to be, in my opinion. Hidden, check the background. I'm sorry, boys. I have low perception. I haven't put enough levels into my perception stat here. Let me check the background. Oh! Hey, yo! No way they had this sitting there in the Gorosei introduction. In the background? Hold on. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. This is chapter 233. Hold up. Stop. Stop. This is chapter 233. You can't be doing this, Goda. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing this. This is crazy. This is blowing my mind right now. You're blowing my mind right now. You can't be doing this. Hold up. Are we going full metal right now? Are we going FMA right now? Hidden in plain sight. That's right, Donnie. Oh my God. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way he put this act. Oh my God. How did no one catch this? How did no one question this? Oh, this is so good. This is so good. What a good story. I love this story. Man. All right. Well, that's crazy. Gustavo asks, where is this? This is chapter 233. This is chapter 233. This is actually in chapter 233. That's crazy. Also, I like how whoever was in charge of the backgrounds for this panel took the middle circle and copy and pasted it onto the left without actually making it line up with the wall here. I just want to point out, whoever was in charge of that fucked up, but I respect that this foreshadowing is here. But it's very clear, the center one and the rightmost one are two different ones. This one's clearly made to bend to the wall. This one is clearly just the middle one, copy and pasted to the left. I guess for symmetry, I don't know. But it's literally going over the lines on the wall there, if you see that. Actually, now that I've noticed that, I actually fucking hate One Piece. Channel's over. I'm closing the channel. Okay? This mistake completely shattered all the world building for me. I'm out. Peace, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Guess what? I'm back. I like the story again. It's good now. I just thought about it for a second and I realized this is a good story. Crazy, right? Alright, ready? You thought it was over. You thought the hype was done. But now it's dog time. Let's share some time with Musashi Miyamoto here. Moopy, look. Look, dude. Check it out. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. Look at this guy. This guy's shredded, actually. He's got like 6 legs. What is that, 8 legs? He's a spider. Damn. Doggy. Dila Joyboy, thank you for the $5. I knew you would have a crazy reaction with the magic circle and the celestial dragon mark. Bro, my mind is going wild right now. I'm thinking of so many ways this could connect to earlier theories. This is truly some game-changing shit. This chapter changed the game. It changed the game. This, oh man. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Bruh. Bruh. I was not ready for that at all. I was just not ready for Oda to do this, man. I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't expect it. Hyperwalker says, let's get your theories, King. It would be hard for me to just summarize it all right now, but I mean, considering all the symbolism, the biblical symbolism of like devil fruits, Adam and Eve, the Eve tree, all that stuff, the seraphim, like, okay, all right, let's just put it all together real quick. We have the main power system of the story is devil fruits. Direct reference to the book of Genesis. We have the Adam tree, we have the Eve tree. Another direct reference. We have the gods who created the world. We literally have a Genesis book in One Piece that references Emu. Okay? We have their main like top unit right now is the seraphim, who are angels from the Bible. One of the highest orders of or one of the higher orders of angels, if I'm not mistaken. We literally had Satan mentioned in the story. We have Kuma carrying around a Bible, and Kuma is a major character in Egghead right now. And then now we have satanic magical symbolism appearing with the Gorosei. Like, damn, man, this is like Oda's going all in. He's going all in on the biblical references. Yeah, the blood-soaked serpent, like all the serpent stuff. Enemies of the gods, all that shit. Dila Joyboy, thank you for the $10. He said, I think each Gorosei will have a different summoning sign, magic circle, including Emu. And when combined, it makes the sign in 233. There's even a woman in the middle. Oh, are you cooking right now, Joyboy? Are you Hold up. So you're saying it is different. It is a different circle, but you're saying that when each of them are combined, they form this one? That would be really cool. That would be really cool. The only thing I have to say about that is I don't see a clear way that this one fits into that. Because it doesn't seem like there's a pentagram involved here, but there's clearly some sort of magic circle thing on the walls there. Izaz 1155 said, "Hidden peep my super." I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to miss it. Let me peep that. Where is it? Scroll up. $2. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Gorosei all yokai. Circle sustained form on Earth. So these maintain their human forms. That's a cool idea. I wonder if they have one on the ship that Kizaru was escorting him on. And then the moment he left the ship, he took his true form. That's a really cool idea to throw in there. Oh yeah, where's the woman in the middle? I don't see that. I don't see the woman in the middle, Joyboy. Still cool though. I mean, it's a crazy foreshadowing. All right, let me put you down. You're a little heavy. Go ahead, buddy. I gotta think on this chapter. I gotta digest this. Think about it a little bit more. See how it might. Yeah, I gotta see how it might connect into some of my other theories. I might be able to retroactively work with a bunch of them. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna sit on this a little bit. I want to read the Viz translation when it comes out on Sunday, and this could be good fuel for a follow-up video. I've mentioned it before. I've been wanting to get to it, but I want to do... So, you know how I have that one video, the greatest One Piece theory ever made? Fucking whatever. It's the mega theory. The first mega theory I ever put out. Probably the biggest video on my channel. I think it's like 350k views now. Huge theory. I made it about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit under. I've been wanting to make a follow-up video to that theory, including all the information we have now, because we have a year and a half's worth of chapters with all this new info that we could add into the video and make the theory even more supported. And in my opinion, most of the theory is still supported by what's happened. There hasn't been anything that outright disproved some of the stuff I talked about in that video. There's some stuff I have to change for sure, and that doesn't work totally with what we've gotten since then. But main point of this is there's a lot to add to that theory, and I've been wanting to do that for a while. I've just been waiting for like a big linchpin detail that like puts the whole thing together. This could be that. So the more I look into it, the more I dive in, I might find some stuff to make that video worth diving into soon. Yeah, I want to talk about this more. I feel like there's a lot to talk about with this reveal here. So that might be coming up. I'm going to do the Wano critique next. I didn't mention this earlier in the stream. I've been meaning to, but I have started my research for the Wano critique. By that I mean I've started rereading the Wano arc from the start. So I'm going through the whole arc. I'm about like 40% of the way in right now. Once I get through the whole arc, I'm going to have my full pages of notes on how I felt about the arc. I'm going to make my Wano critique. That's probably going to be the next video I make. That's what's like big on my mind right now. I want to do that. But after that's done, I might just go dive into the greatest theory ever again. So No break next week too. I didn't even think about that. No break is amazing. Oh man. Chapter 1094 end. No break next week. We are cooking. Gentlemen and ladies. We are cooking. Next week, we're back into the action. We're going to follow up on Saint Saturn getting stabbed in the chest by Bonnie. I just want it to be Thursday already. I just want to teleport to next week. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad, man. I'm glad we're not doing this break thing every other chapter now. I was kind of getting on my nerves, but we're in there. We're in there. Luffy the white star, Saturn the black star. I like that, Derek. I think the imagery of black and white and the whole like dichotomy between Blackbeard versus Luffy, like Blackbeard has the darkness fruit, Luffy has the sun fruit, and it's like white light versus, you know, black darkness, and the whole dichotomy between their imagery and the Gorosei being silhouetted in these like dark demon forms. There's definitely some intentionality to that. 100%. I also find it interesting how he has the what I would describe as like the hockey patterns. Remember Gear 4? You know how Gear 4 had those like hockey tattoos on the arms and body? This is the same. This is the same as that. We see these like little hockey tattoo things on the legs here. These swirls. So, you know, we have some imagery connecting all the way back to the Gear 4 reveal, not even Gear 5th. Even though we have like the sash, you know, all this connects back to Dressrosa, which is really interesting to think about. Phantom Greyfire, what's up, Phantom? He said he got stabbed, so he might display some crazy blood manipulation arts. That'd be cool too. Yo, if this doesn't if this ultimately doesn't affect Saturn in any major way, and he just tanks an attack and he just uses some magic to get out of it, that's gonna be insane. Like I'm ready for that. I also just love Bonnie after this chapter. Like, she's always been high on my tier list, but she's even higher after this one. That was an insane moment. Like, this is crazy. Her jumping in with the stab on Saturn. Wild shit. Mr. Rubik's 1 said, yeah, but the hockey patterns also just look like devil fruit swirls. I think hockey and devil fruits are related. I agree with you 100%. I just think it's interesting that when Luffy did his transformation, he got the same hockey patterns on his body, which, as we see with most other devil fruits, they don't have that. Even though that's a feature in devil fruits, most devil fruit users don't have any sort of like swirl patterns on their body. It was just Luffy. Only Luffy for a long time. With the Nika powers, and we know now that he had a power of one of the major god characters of the story. So now we have the Gorosei displaying similar physical attributes to Nika's powers. It makes me wonder about their nature as well. Is Nika a yokai? Like, is he called a god, but is he actually a yokai? Like, secretly? I don't know. There's stuff to like consider there. But yeah. Power Scaler's mad about the end there. Well, we haven't seen him actually do anything yet, so maybe this isn't actually going to damage him in any significant way. I'm anticipating that. If this man survived the last 900 years, presumably, there's no way that this is going to take him out. There's more to Saturn than what we're seeing here. He's going to come back from this no problem, and he's probably going to smack the shit out of Bonnie if I had to guess, but we'll see. But with that being said, guys, I feel like that's the most of my initial thoughts on this chapter. I do want to, like I said, I want to let this sit with me a little bit, maybe wake up tomorrow, see how I feel about it in the morning, let everything kind of set in. But there's a lot of stuff going on up here right now. I feel like, I mean, man, this is such a good chapter. So, with that, we've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I think this is a good time to end it. I like to keep the chapter streams a little bit shorter than the other ones, but I do want to say thank you to everyone that showed up today, and thank you for being here. Moog said skip the super. Let me get to this super before I end the stream. I'm sorry about that. I skipped his super. Moog, thank you for the £2. He said, so Emu has the mythical fruit model, big ass nun. Yeah, he's got the big ass nun fruit. So, you know, I would say in terms of power scaling, that's probably on like A or S tier on the list there. Not much you can do about that. I forgot what her name was. Was it Septon? In Game of Thrones, there was one of the Septons. She was like a big lady. That was a big ass nun right there. She was the one that did the walk of shame with Cersei. Won't say more than that, just in case people are spoiler averse. But that one, yeah, that's a powerful Gyat nun. Yeah, it's powerful there. So, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Before you go, if you did enjoy the stream, please make sure to like the stream. Like D's stream, please. I appreciate that very much. It helps put the VOD out to other people on my subscribers feed. You know, if it gets a lot of likes, if the video is doing well, YouTube will put it higher in the subscription feed for people that are subbed to the channel. So it really does help me out. So please do like the stream on your way out if you haven't already. And thank you for being here today. We will return next week, it looks like, for another insane chapter. Yeah, we are going to be back same time next week, or roughly the same time. So good stuff, guys. Appreciate all of you, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Wherever you are, I hope you have a great day, a good night, and a wonderful romance dawn. Take care, everyone, and have a good weekend. Peace out.